Greetings and salutations, friends. Welcome to Bannerlord, which I really should have scheduled yesterday, and I thought I had, but apparently it was unlisted, so there you are. It's the new, of course, expansion for Bannerlords, the expansion itself. Well, I suppose technically the sequel to Bannerlord? Mountain Blade, that was the word I was looking for. Although, sort of, kind of. I almost consider Bannerlord to be a natural expansion upon Mountain Blade, honestly. Still, a very cool game, very addictive. I've played a little bit too much of it. And the focus of the War Sails expansion, the first major expansion, is of course on sailing, boats, and becoming enemies with everybody else who sails and uses boats. As I am currently in the middle of making myself very unpopular amongst the Arabs of the world. Very, very, very unpopular amongst the Arabs of the world. Now. As one does, of course. And I gotta say also, right away, the way they've managed to do the actual, like, sailing, the waves, the way the boat feels like a boat, they've done a fantastic job with that. Ow. Bad Arab. Bad foreigner. Bad foreigner. Bad. Very bad foreigner. As, you know, in too many of the nautical style games like these, it is all too easy to just have sailing be like moving, basically. Like just moving, right? Is this loud? Is this awfully loud? This might be loud. It's very easy to just have the sailing be like moving generally. And they've actually managed to do a very good job of both like having the waves like heave and shake you about, and the sounds like the splash when you crest a wave and you fall down on the other side, you know, with a nice big roar. They've done a very, very, very good job with all of that. Which is nice, because I've always wanted a nautical game that actually, you know, feels like a nautical game, instead of just feeling like you're traveling on land, except marginally wetter if you theater of the mind it enough. Bad Arabs, bad! I hope you brought plenty of arrows. Also, my specially crafted Arab Basher 3000. Now the problem with the Arab Basher is that it has a very, very long haft, which occasionally your own allies will make very difficult to actually utilize against its intended targets. But due to the rather congested nature of boarding warfare, I have found the Arab Basher 3000 to be surprisingly useful once you can apply its heft correctly, as we just did. There we go. Excellent. Also, this is of course a little bit further into the campaign, because I figured we've all played Bannerlords before, and we don't really need to go through the first 12 hours of bashing bandits together, so I've let it bake for a little bit so you can see the actual naval gameplay part of the video game. Am I not kind to you, chat? Snootenor, he put glasses on the Brave in the Bold version of Aquaman. He kind of looks like Arch. Does Arch have a secret identity? Several. And Sandum, Art, where are the real Vikings? Little too white. Oh, I don't subscribe to the brown Vikings trope. Now, sadly as well, because this, of course, is a brand new expansion, it invalidates all of the mods, including the travel speed mod that I had installed, which makes me very, 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 very sad indeed. It also derps all of my actual, like, experience mods, as, again, anyone who's played Bannerlords before will know how unbelievably painful the leveling process is. So I have already and will continue to cheat my ass off when it comes to talents, because base Bannerlord, you get like 1 stat point every 4 levels. Like, no, I don't think so. No, I don't fucking think so. God. The leveling in Bannerlord is beyond criminal. I had one campaign that I've been playing for like 50 hours in-game, and I was barely halfway to max level. Oh. And also, loads of money. So, 248,000 might sound like a lot, particularly as this is still early game by Bannerlord standard, but trust me, it isn't. It really, really is not. As a single small ship is like 18 grand. A large ship will set you back over 100,000. I don't think we have any large ships here. Here we go. Like a single medium transport is 42,000. Not to mention single upgrades being like 10, 20,000 gold a pop too. It has definitely done a number on the economy of the game, I will say, as land armies suddenly feel incredibly cheap by comparison. And hey, to be fair, boats were kind of difficult to make back then, so, you know, I get it. Right, we'll just put a random raiding. Ooh, hold on, no splinter, ballast arrows, maybe, a longbow. Okay, mate, hold on. Balance, long, damage 52 pierce. Yeah, it's not really enough of an upgrade, is it? Not really enough of an upgrade now, is it? No. Iron Scimitar, slightly higher swing speed, which is not a terrible idea, but meh. Yeah, looks like we can just sell most of that. Although I will keep the cheese, thank you very much. The rest, off you go. Did I just sell Humphrey? No, I didn't, thank fuck. Oh, thank Jesus for that. I just got that for luxury yachts. Well, there you go. No, she's mine, eat dick. Greek Roman business and naval lover. Right, so one of the things that makes me the saddest is that my favorite mod for this game was a what was it named? The Ancient Warfare mod, where you play like Romans and Macedonians and shit. Oh, I love that mod. It's so cool. And honestly, returning to vanilla Bannerlord, wow. You are kind of brutally and suddenly reminded of just how bland the factions in the game are. You've got the English, you've got the Norwegians, except now you have 2 flavors of Norwegian, which is mildly weird in and of itself. You've got the Swamp Britons, and then you've got Romans, but shitter in every single way. Now, you can get a boat for free, mind you, as well. All you need to do is carry out the tutorial campaign questline, and
Heresy's the question.
oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am so glad, because I was thinking of like, okay, should I do it like ahead of time, or should I just stream it from like the beginning of the game, right? And I am so glad that I did that by myself, because I was screaming at the screen the whole way through. It is one of the worst campaigns I have ever played. It is long. It is boring. It is unbelievably annoying and riddled with game-breaking bugs. I experienced no less than 8 campaign-ending fucking bugs that required restarts of entire sections of the campaign, and filled as well with instant fail missions. Oh my heavens. It was fucking atrocious. I don't remember the last time a game made me scream the N-word at the screen in rage, but that campaign managed it. That campaign managed it very, very, very easily. Disturbingly easily, honestly. Oh boy. Oh boy. But it does get you a free boat at the end, and it does also get you a free character at the end as well, and also unlocks your brother and younger sibling. So it basically gives you like 2 characters and then a 3rd long term. So I mean, the reward is good. It's just an unbelievably bad campaign. Like, genuinely unfathomably atrocious. How dare you, filthy sand people, utilize shielding technology? I know you never invented that in real life. As I'm currently engaged in the I need to learn how to use a bow again part of the video game. They're throwing their poop at me. They do that. This is why I always regret coming down south to do my raiding. The people around here are just not normal. They're just not normal, sir. Whee. Oh, only 92 damage from the Arab Bunker 3000? I'm a little disappointed. I need a bigger bow. Ow, 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 ow. Luckily, they hit me in the head, where I have the most armor. I have more throwing weapons. Oh, Jesus. That guy took us on the salute. A little somersault there. Nice, nice. I have more throwing weapons than you. What are you gonna do about it?
Rider, engage the enemy!
It always amazes me how the innocent peasants feel that they can always take on the raiders from the sea all the time. You know, I think they've watched too many Hollywood movies. That's the... Oh, hi. Oh, that's my guy. I think they've watched too many Hollywood movies. That's the problem. Because, you know, in the Hollywood movie, they always have the scene where the hero arrives and they're looking at the peasants and go like, no, 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 we can fight the evil empire. We can... Ow. We can do it. Ah, there are many arrows inside of me. We can do it. No, you can't. You really can't. You actually unironically can't. The reason why the evil empire is because they've defeated all the other evil empires around. Like, they're a lot better at this than you are. Like, a lot better at this than you are. And they've got more stuff, and they've got more men, and they've got more gear, and they've got more practice. They're a Bunker 3000 ho! 99.9% of the time, whenever the peasants rose up against their liege lords, the peasants just got fucking butchered, and that was pretty much it. That was pretty much the end of all of it, right there. The end. The end of the peasants. Right, now we need to very carefully burn this village in a tactical fashion, in case more Arabs arrive to try and rescue their wayward countrymen. But, as you can probably already tell, plundering is really, really, really profitable. It's an excellent way to, you know, do business. Oh. I'm not worried about you. You're just a little patrol. You're fine. The armed caravan just walks right past. Wow. Must suck to be those people. Oh well. They're not part of my constituency. Oh, well, just looters. Continue raiding the village. Burn, burn. And the best part of having a boat is that after you've burned the village, you can simply just get on your boat and leave. Oh god, no, my surgeon. Oh no, my healer is a pussy. Yeah, as your leader, I decide what we do and do not burn. Eat my ass. Shit, I might need to look for a surgeon that's less, you know, pathetic. I know war is cruel and all, but you can't just kill people. Au contraire. As recently demonstrated, I am entirely capable of just killing people. It's not a problem. Let me introduce you to the concept of Izat, my friend. If I get away with it, it was a virtuous act. Oh, Johnny Ryu sent 500 warp tokens. G'day Art, here's more money towards milking farm to prolong the women folks' suffering. Thank you very much, they'll appreciate it. Alex Anderson, this is actually quite similar to how the Viking Conquest mod for Mountain Blade Warband work. Remember to read my supers this time, well, the war. I will try, I will attempt, I'll make an effort. He wants to settle down and do gender reassignments. He does! What piece of shit. Trade. I do like the fact that we still call it trade. I do like that. You know? It's like, oh, I stole assloads of stuff from your neighbors. Oh, so you committed an action of trade. I did indeed. How did you know? Also, I'm not going to keep the wool. I can't eat the fucking wool. I'll keep the hardwood, though. Oh, balanced tribesman's bow. You know, that's not bad. Oh, but it can't be used on a horse, so yeah, it's kind of useless for me. I don't want mule either. Sell all of that off. Now, I will say that, raiding, it's not bad. It's not unprofitable, necessarily. But man, compared to simply sinking ships, I think they need to do a major rebalance of the economy of this game. Like, a major rebalance of the game's economy. Because if I attack a pirate fleet, right? Odds are, I'm going to capture 2 to 3 enemy ships. Each one of those 2 to 3 enemy ships, I can sell for anywhere between 2,500 to 3,500 gold, right? So if I capture a fleet, I've got like 10,000 gold right there, plus whatever I capture in terms of equipment. Oh. Damn, one of the local lords is patrolling his coastline again. How dare he do that? So it's a ridiculous amount of money you earn from one... Ooh. Well, hello there! Hello there, hostage! Come here. Come here, boy. Come here. Come here, you fat jingling purse, you. You won't outsail me for long. Actually, maybe you will. 3.5? 3.4? How the fuck are you outsailing my ass? Oh. Hi there. Are you about to go into the ocean? Yes, you are. I don't know you. Well, you're about to. I think you should surrender. Oh, wait. Oh, the city garrison? Oh. What? Okay, fine. Cheating! Oh! Apparently, the city garrison can teleport out of a city and attack your fleet. I had no idea about that. But yes, with the amount of money you get from a simple naval battle, killing basically the naval equivalent of pirates, it's a little bit difficult to see how and why you should ever really do anything but that. There we go, that's better. Now come here. How the Never mind! Holy shit! Right, well, fuck me, I suppose. Jesus. I wasn't expecting them to have outboard fucking motors. And yet they do. Also, your ship will randomly take damage, which incurs even greater costs when you try to repair them. So, the ship takes damage if it's in open waters, which, for some mysterious fucking reason, this counts as. I have no idea what the developers were thinking about that, but apparently, the Gulf here constitutes the wide open sea. Also, hello, little Corsairs. If I can't hunt down the other Browns, I will hunt you down. Well, one of the problems with Tail Worlds is that they have a lot of ambition. But 9 times out of 10, they don't necessarily have the skills with which to fully carry out aforementioned ambition. Particularly in the bug testing department. As right now, they've introduced a set of new skills. The new skills, of course, mainly revolve around the usage of boats. One of those new skills determine how quickly you can sail in a boat, which is presumably why the enemy Desert Lord could outsail me by a factor of like 2 units of speed, which is mildly insane. Which is, of course, nice. Obviously, if you sail a boat around a lot, you'll figure out how to, angle it correctly, how to use the wind, and all of that nonsense, right? The problem is, Tailworld didn't actually check to see if that skill had been implemented in-game and calculated in any way. So at the moment, you earn basically no experience at all for that skill, ever. And I do mean ever. Why did you have to ram my boat, filth? I'll have to repair that. Okay, that's a bit more of a bit too target-rich of an environment, actually. They all went for my other boat. Oh, that's actually largely fine. There's more than enough dudes on that boat to handle them too. Although now I don't have an opportunity to train my bow. Oh. Apparently I nailed one of my sisters in the head there. Oh well. Happens. Listen, you try precision archery from a moving fucking platform. Oh, wait, what did I just pick up? Corsairs. Oh, well, additional recruits, I'll take it. So, you get all of the trade, plus occasionally you get some ship. In this case, I only got one ship. There's a bit of a random nature to it, but right, so the ability. This is the shipmaster ability. This is what determines how you level up. In the entire game so far, I think this campaign is like 10 hours old, I have gained 21 points of shipmaster, despite having basically been sailing that entire time. So, yes. Yeah. Also, this little bastard, they dented my boats. I hate them. I hate people who dent my boats. Yamyanus the Scholar. Yamyanus the Scholar. Right.
Hey, so who are you then?
What are your stats? Can I use you, or are you another worthless bastard to me? You're close-fisted, that's nice. You're merciful. Ugh, I hate merciful people. Merciful people keep whining at me about killing innocents. I hate merciful people. Like you, disgusting. Okay, technically I am merciful too, but yeah, it doesn't matter. Alright, so you are not useful to me at all. You are scum. Night Shroud, oh hey Lord Art, please let me join your sailing entrepreneurs, raiders? No, we are businessmen, well-armed businessmen. And you say traders need to be balanced, but they'll be very game-centric. Intact ship sales were very valuable historically. If possible today, how much would you sell a liberated container or warship? That's absolutely true. And yes, that is also a good counterpoint, right? Letters of reference. Devious. Devious. I like devious. Because there's absolutely like a balancing act to have here, right? Because I kind of imagined immediately that, right, the game is going to be gay about this. So you're going to attack the enemy fleet, and oh, hello. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Right, wait until they're done. Hello there! Recently overloaded pirate ships filled with goods.
Oh, we're simple.
You're simple fishermen, are you? Well, in that case, you're in really, really bad luck. Wow, just simple fishermen. Just simple fishermen assaulting the locals. Beautiful. But yes, so initially I figured the game was going to be a douchebag about this and be like, oh yeah, you attacked an enemy fleet and you captured like 3 ships, but we're not going to let you keep those ships. No, that'd be awful and it would break our game economy. I was really worried about that, and they don't, which is great. Genuinely, that is excellent. That is a way better way of, doing it compared to the alternative, which is randomly taking prizes away from you. But it does break the entire economy. Arab Bunker 3000, go! Damn it. Well, that was quick. I wouldn't mind some more of you guys, yes. There. I was hoping for more of a prize after recently seeing them sink a merchant convoy, but oh well, some free troops, a free ship, basically 0 casualties, money for nothing. You can't complain too much, can you? Because right now, like, my god, there is nothing. There is nothing that even compares to the money you earn from, like, fighting naval battles. Nothing even comes within a million miles of it. And that is a problem, because it also means that, like, even stuff like regular warfare and raiding is just so unbelievably less profitable than just fighting, you know, looters on the sea. Yeah. There is a point at which the gamey elements are there for a reason, you know? We have gamey elements and stuff like that, this because of a reason. Let me make you a little mace. Let me make you another mace. There you go. I love the smithing part of the game, by the way. I wish they did like a fully fledged smithing system. You know, imagine Kingdom Come Deliverance 2's smithing system, right? With like a fully fledged further addition system like this, where you can take orders and you can make special made weapons and stuff like that. I would love that game. I would play that game to death. That would be my Zen game. That I just play for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. They need that. They need to introduce like a full-scale smithing mini-game. Just like they also need to remove the fucking stamina mechanic. God, I hate the stamina mechanic so much. Like, no, you can't keep having fun. How dare you start smithing? You're gonna get tired and stop. Well, I enjoy this part of the video game. No. You must go enjoy with the war and go engage with the warfare mechanisms. Like, okay, I mean, I don't mind, but I'd rather just make swords. Why won't you allow me that? Yeah, smithing in again, like in KCD 2. Absolutely, I would fucking love the shit out of that. Like, preferably a bit more advanced, you know, add in a couple more mechanics, you know. Make it a little bit more fully fleshed out, absolutely. Let me add that to the milking farm, by the way, before I forget. You know, so that you have to hit the sword at certain, you know, certain places, and you can keep it warm for so and so long. You know, add in things like being able to, like, make the fuller by hand, you know? Loads and loads of cool stuff you could do with that. That would be absolutely awesome. As honestly, the KCD2 smithing mechanics are pretty good in and of themselves, but there's a lot more to add. Alessandro, of course you haven't gained many skill points. You haven't been selling for 30 in-game years. Also, yes, this is just the Viking Conquest mod. It might be. It might be. So one of Tailworld's biggest critiques is that they often take way too long to make stuff. And I see it. I really do. I don't know why. Because it's kind of like a weird thing, right? Where Tailworlds can make these incredibly addicting, incredibly popular games, like Mountain Blade and Bannerlord, etc. And they can make them in a relatively reasonable time span, apparently. But when it comes to adding things onto those games, they invariably take for absolute ever. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like, they should have... Like, ideally, what you really wanted to do with Mountain Blade is basically to start just... Oh, God, night battles. I can't see shit. Is really to start pumping out modules. That's what you'd want to do, right? Modules. Have Mountain Blade medieval, you know, just straight up medieval. Have Mountain Blade fantasy. Have Mountain Blade ancient warfare. Have Mountain Blade Bronze Age. Have Mountain Blade Napoleonic. You know, all of that shit. You'd be able to sell so many modules. It's not even funny. And hey, you know, I suppose, like, we shouldn't complain too much because that's basically what we're getting already, but for free, right? Because that's the mods. The mods are making Mountain Blade Ancient World. The mods are making Mountain Blade Napoleonic. The mods are making Mountain Blade fucking Stone Age. everything you can possibly imagine. The mods are probably working on at least 3 different variations of it right now. And you ain't gotta pay for that shit. So, you know. Again, don't complain too much. But I feel like there's such an enormous, like, economic opportunity here for... Ow! Stop parting my horse, you savage! There's such an enormous economic opportunity for Taleworlds here to just make a setting and a franchise that just continues forever and just prints money like a fucking machine gun. And they seem oddly hesitant and reluctant towards just embracing that. Each throwing weapon, desert people!
Soldier, and them! Horse, leave no one breathing!
What do you mean it's not honorable to kill fleeing peasants? Allow me to show you the chapter of the Azark that says that this is perfectly fucking fine.
Cavalry!
Oh, did they spawn in more? Oh no, it's just the archers. It's just the archers getting brutally murdered by cavalry. It's fine. The archers killed one of my horsemen. That's annoying. Ow! Cease at once! You missed me. Ow. Nope, you didn't do that the second time around. Another village successfully pacified. Stand still, you piece of shit. There we go. Yet again, I have brought peace to the Mediterranean. Yeah, I don't really feel like taking the peasants prisoners. I'm not sure they're really all that valuable, if I'm to be honest with you. Money, money, money. But yeah, like, the entire days of plundering will earn you, like, you know, barely the cost of a single captured ship. Not even that. In fact, I'm pretty sure capturing one boat will earn you infinitely more than looting an entire village. Alright. Locals are coming to protect their stuff, the fucking bigots. Better leave before I get culturally enriched. God, I love being a sea raider. It's just such a douchebaggy thing to do. Oh, hi, Corsairs. Are you actually going to attack me? Because I love that. No. It's such a fucking horrible thing to do, and I adore it. You burn all of their shit, kill their people, steal their livestock, their women folk, everything. And then the moment the actual military arrives, you just jump back on your boat and fucking leave. Leaving them seething on the shore as they're coping aggressively. Oh, come back! Let us take revenge! No. I love it. Ah, I see now why my ancestors have found this so much fun. Nice shroud. A fix maybe. Upkeep cost. Ships are valuable, but also upkeep intensive. May have to sell captured ships to make enough to keep one running. And see, that is also something that does work. Because yes, that would be like a gamey way to balance it out a little bit. But that also means that now you're just spending even more money, right? And so you need to earn even more money. And since hiccups, capturing and stealing ships is the best way to earn money, you kind of just end up again in that endless spiral of needing to earn more money, so you do more raiding, but then the developers punish you for doing too much raiding because it's too profitable, and then you need to end up doing more raiding to pay for the bills, and it just kind of goes infinitely so. I don't know, like, I feel like every solution to the problem ends up becoming worse than the problem itself. Which is... yeah, is kind of the issue. Every solution to the problem ends up being worse than the problem. And so at that point, you might just be better off ignoring the problem and just saying live and let live, basically. God, I am so hilariously overloaded. Wait, I can't eat salt, can I? I mean, I can. Don't get me wrong, Consumable. Yeah, you can't eat salt. Or wine. Wait, you can't eat wine? Huh? Huh? What do you mean I can't eat wine? What do you mean? I don't understand. My entire... I don't... well, shit. I've been sitting on the wine and the salt, assuming that it would improve my rations or something. That my people would be like, thank you for the wine, kind and generous master. We approve of this. Our morale will rise as a consequence. No. Apparently, they don't drink my fucking wine. Well... shit, I guess I've just been wasting a lot of space this entire time. Well, fuck me. Dudwashta, Lord Arshak, Majesty of the Seas, give no mercy, take the gold, the goods, and send the Davy Jones locker. Insert terrible pirate R. R. Rar. Rar. My men are leveling up quite nicely. See, the huge benefit of killing unarmed civilians, or at least poorly armed civilians, is that they still give you a surprising amount of experience. Like, some of the best training dummies in the entire game are fucking civvies. Civvies don't hurt your men. You know, you're not going to be losing any of your valuable dudes when you beat them over the head. And they're still worth a good chunk of experience per one you kill, so if you really want to get an elite army, using them to brutally butcher random civvies is actually a fantastic way to get an elite army. Raiding. Ah. Now, obviously, sailing into a storm, by the way, is bad. So if you sail into the storm, your ship starts taking loads and loads and loads and loads of damage. Right, so we've attacked that. Maybe we go upriver, see if we can find a slightly richer settlement that hasn't been burned 15 times already. Now, the problem is, of course, when you start getting a decent party with decently veteran troops, your cost for maintaining those troops is fucking insane. Ooh, hello. 98 guys. Can I take 98 guys? Maybe, because all of my dudes are seafarers. I'm a little bit worried about how many dudes around here, though. Honestly, My boat is under the sea. A submarine is what I shall be. You don't understand. The best way to sail upriver undetected is to put your boat under the water. Ukai. 105 guys. Can I beat 105 guys? Maybe, but probably not. No good soft targets anywhere. How very upsetting. Very Medini. Yes, yes. It's a little bit further from the ocean than I would like, but so long as we remain carefully on guard. God, they still want to try and defend themselves, do they? Why?
Nose!
Come on, people. Listen. Listen, I'm just taking your stuff. That's not the worst thing in the world. I'm just taking your things. You don't need all of your things. But you do need to be alive. Just let me take your stuff. It's not a big deal. God, you can have more things. If you live, that is, you can have more things. Handsome, they built to make custom swords for something KCD2 devs wanted to add, but it took too much data, so they dropped it. World at War. Ow. Yeah, it does require a fair bit of, like, things, because you need to add in, like, you know, the pommels, the grips, all of that stuff. But in this game, they've already done all of that, so I feel like they should just do it. They should just do it. They should just make the smithing mini-game of my dreams. And I will be happy and content. Listen, Arab, seriously. If a bunch of people come from the sea...
Soldiers! Engage! Right attack now!
And then form a fucking archery firing line ahead of you. Just give up your stuff. And yes, those are English knights that I'm using here to raid Araby. Which is an interesting change of pace, isn't it? This is what we should have done to the Holy Lands. I mean, screw the whole occupying the Holy Lands nonsense. See, that was never really gonna work out. Like, we gotta go through all of the problems, all of this expense, all the logistical challenges of building forward bases in Jerusalem and the Holy Lands, while surrounded by enemies, supplying all of it from Europe. No. Don't bother with that. Just keep raiding them until they get upset and ask us to leave for loads and loads of money. That's what the Vikings did. That was our entire strategy. Ooh, 57 gold a tick. Better. See, the Viking strategy wasn't necessarily to steal things in and of themselves. Stealing things were good, don't get me wrong. Stealing stuff is always... Okay, gotta be a bit careful now. There's 50 dudes over there. Oh. Nope, leaving time. Wait. 4, 3.5. Yeah, I can't catch shit. But... Hey! What excellent timing! Don't tell me. Oh god, you're 0.1 faster than me. Fuck you! Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, no, no! Why am I so slow? Overburdened. I mean, sure, yes, but come on, they're ships! Oh. I'm gonna need more boats to carry all of my stuff. The problem is, if I buy more boats now, the fucking repair costs are gonna really be nightmarish. Oh my god. I'm already paying through the fucking ass for the repairs that I'm already am doing. Corsairs? You can't possibly be faster than me, right? Aha! You're not! And also, this is with the Norse heritage, where I've got like 0.26 from the culture. Which feels like too little, by the way. Oh, but have they patched the fucking skill earning? I think they have, because I'm so... Well, I've only gained 1 point in Shipmaster this entire time. No, don't... Piece of shit! Well... It's free stuff, so... I would have rather had 100% of the free stuff rather than merely just a portion of the free stuff, but I'll take it. Sell.
Fire is the
Sell. And that pays for my repair cost quite nicely. Ooh. 9 arm armor. Oh, yes, indeed. Some gear upgrades, too. What's this, then? A courier arrives bearing a message from Garius. He remarks on your growing reputation and asks if you'd consider pledging yourself as a vassal of the Western Empire. You should speak in person if you're interested. Not necessarily. The Western Empire. How about that? Playing lackey to the Romans. Sandu, what would actual Vikings do with captured vessels? Well, most of the time they were useless to them, frankly, because they weren't really designed for what they needed them to do. They'd happily sell them if they could, but, you know, it's a little bit difficult. Otherwise, they'd just burn them to deny them to the enemy more often than not. Another Texan Bull, Arch, Amal put a shock collar fund for $1,000. Ah, what a silly child. Iron Wolf, I believe you can beat off 105 guys. Milking Farm. So, John, have you seen Star Wars Total Commotion Mod? Separatist Crisis, Revengeance, Worm, Phoenix Point, and Underrail? I have not seen that, but that does sound pretty goddamn cool. I'm not sure how that would work, necessarily. As even, like, the basic, the Napoleonic mods, already they have a lot of problems with ranged combat, because ranged combat getting, you know, very, very different from melee combat, obviously. But there was a Napoleonic mod for the, for Bannerlord that I really liked. Oh, and to get you an idea again of how much money you need, so here's a heavy, a Drummond. 123,000 gold. For that one ship. So, yeah. Boats are expensive. Well, this one, 115,000. Though this one's not bad. Like, it's massively upgraded, too. Like, this is actually a really good ship. I mean, it is dumb expensive, but it's got some fantastic upgrades on it. Cotton sails. Storm covers, battlements, reinforced ram. It's got some amazing upgrades. Angelic Concord, another Drummond. But I do love the heavy ships. I mean, look at this thing. Look at this absolute fucking beauty. Oh, it's a monster, and I love it. Look at it. Look at it. So cute. What? A Liburna. And a couple of the Dows I think I just sold. Smile of Achios. A Drummond, another heavy. This one comes with a ballista up front, which is neat. Glorious Guardian. .02 travel speed. Pretty nice. I'm tempted. I'm tempted by this one. I really am. I mean, it has such amazing upgrades. It's going to eat like a third of my total wealth in one fucking gulp, which is mildly horrifying. But it's a pretty beautiful boat. It's a pretty beautiful boat, isn't it? I mean, the ramming point's a little retarded, but, you know, I'll take it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I need the actual boat anyways for my carrier capacity. So that will be a fine addition to my fleet. Right, chat, come up with some names for my boats, please. We need to personalize our fleet. We need to name them. Now, the flagship is, of course, the bridge itself, but we need a name for the little boats, the long ships. Also, could I fit... I could fit a ballista on it. Ooh. Now, normally, I don't actually want to sink ships, though. That's the thing. I don't actually want to sink ships because they're expensive and I can sell them for ass loads of money. But I'm eventually going to need to fight, like, annihilating battles against other fleets where it's more about winning rather than capturing. Let's just mount a simple ballista on it for now. Just so I can play around with it a little bit. Ah, yes, actually, those are excellent suggestions, chat. The amalgamation and the footfish. Those are great suggestions. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Absolutely ideal. Ah, it's a beautiful boat. It's a beautiful boat. Now, I gotta try it out. Hello, Corsairs! Guten Abend. Come and see here. You're going to be culturally enriched, the Norwegian way. And I'm still disorganized. Alright, so my trial speed now is 5. Jesus, 5.1. Jesus, that's fast. Okay, so I'm still overburdened. My God, how much shit am I carrying? Okay, quite a lot of shit. I don't even know what I'm... Okay, I am carrying 275 units of fucking fish. That might have something to do with it. Okay, maybe I don't need that much fish. Maybe I don't need that much fish, but even overburden, I am hauling ass. You cannot escape me. Come back, wherever you are. Okay, so let's do a day naval battle, if you don't mind. It's a bit easier to see things when it's light outside. No. There.
Ahoy! We're simple fishermen. We've no quarrel with you.
Oh, well, simple fisherman, I have a quarrel with you. Right, if I do... so obviously, the arch bridge. If I do all of my boats, I'm pretty sure I'll actually run out of dudes. I need more men now. Right, so that would only leave me like 22 guys on each boat. I'd probably rather... God, I need more people now. Now, luckily, my brother somehow managed to marry a giant Norse bear woman who came in full armor and with massive ship stats, so I'm quite happy with that.
Heresy's fire is the answer.
Oh, big boat.
Warriors!
Big, beautiful boat. Now, sadly, ramming doesn't really happen all that often. Ramming seems to be basically something that occurs in, like, large battles. Where you have the time and the ability to maneuver to gain the wind. Because most other cases, there just isn't enough room, really, to maneuver in such a way as to get a good ram off. As you need a lot of speed, and you need to hit the enemy amidship to do like a big successful ram. I have a ballista. All right. Do board that ship, by the way. We do want to board it as well. Foreigners, I am here to end your... Uh-oh. Damn it. Why didn't you mount any ship climbing things on your boat? It makes it difficult for me to get out of the water. And luckily, you don't sink even with armor, which is nice. Now, your dudes sink with armor. Oh, your dudes sink quick with armor, but you can actually you can actually swim for an indefinite amount of time. Which is nice, because, you know, falling overboard and drowning instantly would be a tiny bit counterclimactic. I will have to admit. Even though you cannot swim in armor, you can't. You just can't. Like, even like if you're wearing something like padded cloth, you can swim because the padded cloth or like wool jackets, etc., it'll basically just absorb the water, and because water weighs the exact same as, well, water, that's not really going to weigh you down all that much, and so you can still swim. It's going to be fucking exhausting, and you're not going to be able to swim all that long, but you can still do it. In chainmail, though, oh god, you'd better be an Olympic-class swimmer. Otherwise, your ass is fish food. A successful first outing for the Great Bridge. In fact, an amazing first outing for the Great Bridge. 0 casualties. I'll take it. Oh, that is such a haul. Oh, that is such a haul. God, I was going to raid the coastline, but fuck, that is such a haul. I'm just gonna turn around and go sell this. My god.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Or maybe... No, not going to port. Piece of shit. Maybe there's a way for my greedy ass to get even more stuff. Yes. So fucking close. Yes, keep turn. No. Impregnation so barely denied. Yeah, I'm not really going to be catching up to anyone right now because I'm moving at like half my speed because I'm, you know, piloting 3 other fucking ships at the same time. So we'll just go sell them. Furikazan, tell chat about pike and shot, aero naval warfare like the Battle of Cap, Gil Udwin with 4 Spanish galleon defeated 55. Oh. Come here. Come here. Come here. No. I hate you. Fucking little tease. Oh, he's reached the age of 2. It's time for you to teach him about warfare, uncle. Yeah, vigor. Vigor and social. Grab the baby out of the crib, start shaking it about wildly. You're going to be tougher! Ah! Here, pick up this sword. Father, I am but a toddler. Don't care! Oh, but yes. So, pike and shot naval warfare. Basically, we had a very different kind. The Battle of Lepanto. Or Lepanto? Lepanto? Lepintel? Lepintel? 8,000 for a single fucking boat. Good God. I mean, granted, paying for the repair of 3 ships is fucking expensive, but with holes like that, it's not really a problem, now is it? Right, maybe I should say farewell to some of my fish. There, I'm gonna sell some of my fish. Cavalry, footman, and horse. Yeah, I need my massive amount of horses. I need my massive amount of horses. I am using too many. The horses are probably what's weighing me the fuck down so much, but I want my horses. I need my horses. The horses are there for a reason. The horses are there for a very, very good goddamn reason. Oh, that was profitable. That was very profitable. I'm beginning now to start considering a kingdom. as I've got a decent army, but the problem is I've got a naval army. And I really, because I've only got 12 cavalry, which is, I want a lot more cavalry if I want to start really doing shit, you know, on land. I want a lot more cavalry. How's the, oh yeah, the Norse are getting fucking wiped out. Yeah, so one problem with the Norse is that they fucking suck. Like, they really, really, really fucking suck. They really fucking suck. So, they've got a special recruit unit, which is the Norse battle proven or something like that, which will eventually develop into housecarls. And the housecarls are great. The housecarls are really, really good. They've got a good, solid, long spear. They've got really good armor. They've got throwing axes, really solid infantry, right? This is heavy infantry stuff right here. And up until that, they use loads of axes, so they're great against shields as well. In fact, I would have preferred it if these have kept their axe instead of their sword, honestly, but it's a really, 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 really good sword, so you can't really complain. Ah, yes, from the Nord Scions. These are really good troops, right? But most of the other stuff you get, honestly, is fairly underwhelming. So you get the Ulfhedin, which is your two-hander guy, right? But no shield. No shield, and kind of like disappointing armor, particularly in the head region. Like, these guys will get absolutely butchered by arrows, like mad. They also get murdered by shield walls. Then you've got the Skjaldbreaster, which is shield breaker, basically. These aren't terrible. They've got alright armor for what they do, but again, no shield. Big deal. And the Berserker, which is probably your best, like, heavy infantry bet, but again, a pathetic helmet. At least they do get a shield, so they don't get butchered quite as bad by arrows, but that lack of a proper helmet really is a fucking problem. So their heavy infantry is underwhelming at best. And their archers, they're not awful, but they come with only a single stack of arrows, which is subpar. And for some reason, they get a shield. Why? I mean, it does make them reasonable melee archers. In fact, they're really great melee archers, everything considered. In fact, I'd almost consider them better heavy infantry than the heavy infantry. Like, if it weren't for the fact that these obviously have, I'm assuming, 140, 140. Hold on, athletic, 150, athletic. Hold the fuck on! No, hold on! God, I actually think the archers might be better infantry than the fucking berserkers. I actually think the archers... Yeah, no, because... Okay, you sacrifice, like, what? You sacrifice 8 chest armor, which isn't the biggest deal in the universe. You get... Leatherbound Axe, swing damage 72, swing speed 93. Yeah, it's slightly worse. It's not as good. Like, the rune sword is better, but it's not enough to make up for the bow. It would make you really vulnerable to, like, massive archer armies, though, which would probably outshoot you. But that's what the housecarls are for. Yeah, I actually might think just an all-archer army might be a better idea which is weird to think about, but I actually think all archers might actually be superior. Now, the benefit is that all of them get the nautical trait, which means they're all good on boats right off the bat, which is good. Whereas the other armies, you see this little icon here, which means that they're marine infantry, right? Mariners. So, like, this guy's got it, but this guy doesn't got it. So that makes them better on boats, and it is a fairly decent buff on boats, so that is definitely something. But again, like compared to an Imperial Legionnaire, like the Norse troops are really underwhelming, and they don't have any cavalry. The Norse have no cavalry at all, as you can see here. No cavalry. And so they're currently getting absolutely fuck puppy bullied by all the other AI. Which is a bit of a problem, yes. And the Vikings did have cavalry. They did have cavalry. It wasn't like shock cavalry, but basically no one had shock cavalry during the age of the Vikings. It was very, very rare because horses of that quality were very, very rare. The armor required was very, very rare. The men required were very, very rare, etc., etc., etc. Ooh. I think I can catch you now. No, don't go aboard. Ah, no, you cheating son of a bitch. I hate you. Oh. How dare you escape into civilized waters? Come out, please. I'm gone. I swear. Not there anymore. But yes, anyways. Basically, nobody had shock cavalry. The primary usage of cavalry in armies of the Viking Age wasn't to charge the enemy. The primary usage was to carry fighting men quickly to the battlefield and allow for greater maneuverability within the army. Ooh, hello. Oh, hi there. Hi there! A 2-for-1 deal.
Ahoy, you! Keep your distance!
Oh, yes, please. Oh, night battles. I do hate night battles. That is a lot of enemy boats. But I'm not really worried about that. And so the Vikings would simply use small ponies. Again, they'd be useless in like cavalry charges, but they would give increased mobility to the army. In this case, for game battle's sake, you give them cavalry, but you just make their cavalry bad. Like, it's really that simple. It's bad cavalry, but at least they have some cavalry. Or you could basically give them like the equivalent of the Battanian cavalry, which is again kind of the same thing, like scout cavalry, basically. I don't know why there's a big... Oh. Ramming! Oh. Hi there. Oh, I didn't let me pull the trigger. I wanted to shoot him with my giant ballista. I still want to shoot them with my giant ballista, but the video game won't let me. Upsetting. Why will you not let me fire the giant ballista directly into their face? Oh well. Foreigners! Whack! Whack! Finally, I get to use the Arab Basher 3000 for what it was truly designed for. Boarding actions, just like this. More foreigners, sir! The Arab Basher 3000 was born from my frustration with shorter weapons during boarding actions. The Arab Basher 3000 is very long, very heavy, exceedingly slow, and utterly useless as a... Goddammit. as a weapon in 99% of circumstances. However, if you find yourself in the hyper-specific situation of needing to hit something way the hell over there, then the Arab Basher 3000 is exactly what you want and exactly what you need. Plus, it hurts a lot. As I am basically just beating them over the head with a solid 4 meters of wood and metal. I am hoping to make a superior Arab Basher 3000 in the future, though. One I intend to name, of course, the Arab Basher 4000, which will have increased speed and increased bashing potential. But with my currently limited weapons technology, the 3000 was all I could manage. 7 casualties, not bad at all, for 22 prisoners. And a very good amount of loot. And 3 boats. Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Fat and content. But I was going to talk about the Battle of Lepanto before I was dragged off course. Oh, and Yer Kothar, you ever notice how there's never any shark present in the massive sea fights? Like, the water got to be like 30% blood around the fighting. Uh-oh. That coming my way? Oh. Well, I'm about to take a lot of boat damage. Alright, alright. Alright, before my boats explode. As you can see, your boat damage starts increasing rather rapidly when you run into those things. But yes, I was going to talk about the Battle of Lepanto before I was entirely sidetracked by other things. I'm halfway tempted to hold on to the Sambuc, honestly. Just because the cargo capacity is really nice. But honestly, a longship has the same cargo capacity, so never mind, yeah. Sell it, and that'll pay for my repair costs. So the Battle of Lepanto, it was basically the Battle of Vienna for the wider Christendom. I don't remember, let me check up the year. Uh, 1571. 1571 was the year of the Battle of Lepanto. I highly recommend everybody check that out and read a bit about it, because it's very fascinating. It was basically the battle that saved the West from the Turkish invader, as they had a enormous fleet, a massive fleet of warships that was set to basically start invading Italy and ravaging Rome, the Vatican, popes, etc., all of that. But in the Battle of Lepanto, a massively outnumbered but technologically superior Western fleet defeated them, using largely things like ramming tactics, for example. And it's one of the only, like, major sea battles of its kind in that period of history. It's really fascinating. If any of you are particularly old, by the way, you might know of a series of, not books, comic books, called Illustrated Classics. Illustrated Classics is exactly what it says on the tin. It is comic books, a long series of comic books, where they do comics out of major events, like major historical events, or classical books. Like there's an illustrated classic for Robinson Crusoe, for example, and stuff like that. They're really good. They're amazingly good. I've been looking for like an online version of them forever, and I haven't been able to find any, which makes me quite sad. Let's wait here until the storm passes. They're so cool. They are so fucking cool. If you ever come across like illustrated classics in like a used bookstore or something, highly recommend it. Really neat stuff. Really, 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 really neat stuff. There. That should clear the storm nicely. And yeah, like that was the last major battle that relied on like just ramming and galleys and boarding actions before everybody started to figure out like, wow, this cannon shit's pretty neat. I wonder if we could put it on a boat. And guess what? You could put it on a boat. In fact, you would be very much so served by putting it on a boat. Putting cannons on boats was a great idea. Gallant Sword Sisters. I've never been a fan of the Gallant Sword Sisters. I prefer the Veteran Sword Sisters. My little battle sister army. Oh, it's a lot of money in upgrades, but I'll take it. Really, really cool fight. Really cool fight. Another interesting thing, too, was like kind of the moral difference between the two sides. No, she's mine. Kill yourself. You can't have my sister. Literally, you can't. She's mine. I intend her to lead armies for me. Because it's a fucking nightmare to train people to be leaders in this game. Also, they've definitely buffed the gain of Shipmaster a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. Because one of the interesting things was the Christian army used just regular dudes to row their boats, to row their ships. And so when a ship was sunk, the galley oar rowers had an opportunity to try and save themselves by jumping into the sea and getting to another boat. Whereas the Arabs, can you guess how they treated their galley slaves? No, very well. They chained them to the oars, of course. And so when the Arab galleys sunk, it took everything with it. Everything. And that became like a massive piece of the Christian moral victory of this too. That they were fighting something that was obviously morally repugnant compared to themselves. They were explaining it as the battle of decent humanity versus barbarism. And hey, you know what? The more and more I learn about the Arab world, the more and more I think they had a point. Pretty good point. But yes, illustrated classics. So cool. So cool. I wish we had... Nice. I wish we had more historical comics, honestly. I wish we had more historical stuff. Just full stop. God, I miss historical television series, historical comics. Like, one of my favorite, I think it's Marvel, actually. Marvel series ever was, what was it? It wasn't Red Baron, was it? No, it wasn't Red Baron. Enemy Ace. That was the name of it. Enemy Ace. Enemy Ace is one of my favorite comics ever. And it is it's from like the 20s or 30s or something. It's very old. And it's about a World War I German fighter ace, who is the Enemy Ace. And he's basically based on the Red Baron, which was a hugely popular figure back then, on both sides, as fighter aces were huge characters. That's not what I meant to do, but fair enough. And it's so goddamn good because it manages to show the history in an interesting and relatively realistic way, where you've got a fairly classical superhero story. Ow! Ow! Stop shooting me! I'm stuck! Unfair! Unfair! Says the mounted man invading the helpless village of fucking fishermen. But still, unfair. I can't move. Fuck you. And you. And you. So obviously the Germans are the bad guys in this, and the enemy ace also has like a bunch of like asshole officers who behave in a classical, like very Prussian, very asshole-ish, autocratic manner. Stop shooting me, I'm in pain. But it's really cool. Highly recommend looking it up. Excellent comic. Thank you for the additional experience points. I do always appreciate it, of course. Very, 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 very good stuff. And it also shows like a degradation on both... Uh-oh. Can I take on 99 enemies? I can't... Oh, I can't take... No, I can't take on 2 stacks. Right, where's my bow? There, my bow. Tap, 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 tap. What are you gonna do about it? Hmm? What are you gonna do about it? Hmm? Oh. You're gonna have boats of your own. Well, shit. Unfortunately for you, I sail faster than you too. Ah! Eat my ass. Ah, the Arab world has invented many curse words that all translate roughly into arch at this point. I love pillaging on the by the sea. It's so good. It's so much fun. It is such an excellent thing to do. I wouldn't... Oh. Okay, never mind. No, no, no. I'm not sailing into another storm. Thank you very much. Right, quick bit of repairs. And, again, like, this kind of demonstrates... Well, unfortunately, that was an abortive raid. Abortive raids are the worst raids. I barely earned any money from that. In fact, I think I pretty exactly managed to break even. Roundabout. Exactly managed to break even, roundabout. Sell a bit more fish, too. Such is life. Sometimes the bad men come and interrupt you before you get to burn their stuff. It is unfortunate, but such is life. Sometimes evil triumphs over good, and this was one of those circumstances. You guys really like clubs, huh? Damn it, I don't have enough wrought iron. Can I make some wrought iron? I can make some wrought iron. 93 buckaroos. I like the idea of this raider captain just, on his free time, he just smiths parts for weapons in a local city. Hey, aren't you that guy that keeps selling ships in port? The one that keeps raiding those Arabs across the Gulf? Yep, that's me. What are you doing here? Oh, you know. My hobby is making spears. Really? Yep. You just make spears? Uh-huh. I take custom orders, too. Wow. What a strange thing to do. Right, 178k. I've built myself up a decent little cushion now. I might want to go recruiting again. And so at least now we've got 170 odd days to, you know, do some recruiting before all of my men start abandoning me. Oh, right, I should maybe sell the prisoners too at some point. Yes, that might be wise.
Service guarantees citizenship.
There we go. For a Kazan, putting a cannon on a ship wasn't that revolutionary. Getting rid of the oars and putting 24 cannons on each side to fire broadsides was. That also is a good point, yes. On Maranga 2, the ship at Levante also had cannons, just not that many. If I recall, well, the Spanish flagship of the battle still exists in a museum. Does it now? And yes, but they didn't have cannons the way that we viewed it. They had basically large handguns. Rank 2, the Christian ships also had decks that stood a foot higher above the water than the Ottomans. Doesn't sound like much, but it was a great advantage in boarding. All my supers for Witcher and Phoenix Point. Right, let me put that in there. And yes, so one of the interesting things with olden naval warfare, particularly around the age of pike and shot and stuff, was that you did have cannons, of course, by that point. Now, those cannons were usually not mounted in broadsides. Some of them were, but more often than not, you instead have things like swivel guns, which were basically small cannons, in essence. Hi there. Hello. I'm pretty sure I can catch you. And the primary combat was actually taking place on the deck itself and on forecastles. So, the galleys then had like, you've probably seen them like a carrack, where you've got like a relatively low midsection, and you've got a huge like castle at the aft and front. So these were elevated fighting platforms, where the intent was that you'd have crossbowmen, archers, whatever you had, right? And potentially swivel guns on top of those elevated positions, so that you basically had a wooden castle on the sea, where you could fire down at the enemy on the enemy's deck. Furthermore, if you had a larger deck than the enemy, then if they needed to board you, they needed to jump up onto your deck, whilst you could... God, why is it always a fucking night battle with you? Filthy, filthy people. I hate night battles. There you go. There you go. Shepherd yourself closer to the shore. Good boy. Good boy. Very obedient. Thank you. Very submissive and breedable. Now then. Foreigners! Attack! Ooh. $2,000 for doing nothing? Yeah, sure. Now then. Damn it! No, the game thought about that. Fuck. Damn it. I was kind of hoping the ability to go like, oh, $2,000, thank you, and then go, now hand over your stuff. Fuck.
Are you ready to wreck this yellow mare's fluttery buttery bud?
God damn. But hey, you know, money for nothing, chicks for free. Can't complain too much about it. Even though $2,000 is literally like 2 days of wages for me at this point. That's kind of the problem with having an army of this size. The amount of money you spend just paying wages. Oh my god. Right. An enemy hideout. Don't mind if I do. So this is a new thing as well. You can send troops to clear enemy hideouts. Now, if you do, you don't get anywhere near as much reward. Close-fisted. Control asks if they can take charge of the cremation on the northern enemy's rank to claim their field of the care. Oh yeah, of course. Of course. You don't get anywhere near as much reward from it, but you do get some. And you do get some money from it as well. And compared to clearing it manually, which nobody enjoys clearing... Ooh, hi there. Nobody enjoys clearing, like, the hideouts. Because it's slow, it's annoying, it's just like a smaller scale combat thing. It's not very fun. And so being able to just kind of skip it for a little bit of reward... Yeah... Yeah, I get it. I mean, You know, I don't know how to put it. Like, I wish it wasn't so. I would have preferred if they would have just, well, you know, made it better. So they'd made clearing enemy strongholds fun instead. But they didn't. So I'll take skipping them instead. You know what they could have done? I would actually have quite liked it. Ooh, I'm actually going to try a ram now. Just for shits and giggles. Not because I need to, or because it's a very smart thing to do, but I kind of want to try out my new ram. And I think I might have... If I can turn hard enough now... I think I might have the wind for it. Or maybe I'm an idiot. The latter. Definitely the latter. Oh, okay. That was still pretty fun. I must admit, that was still pretty fun. Oh, I did enjoy that. It's not something I would recommend you ever do because, you know, those are very valuable ships I just damaged, and that will only in the end hurt myself. I wouldn't recommend doing this, but it's fun. It's fun, and sometimes you gotta do the fun things. Now, what I would do is I would make clearing enemy strongholds into mini sieges, right? That's what I would do. Mini sieges, where you've got like a bandit fortress, in essence. Oh, fill the sails. And get to boarding. So that you get an opportunity to practice the sieges, where you have a little mini fortress, and you gotta build some siege engines, but only like, you know, maybe one or two or something, just to give you like a bit of a tutorial kind of experience. Then you've got to bash down like a simple palisade wall, and then you've got to attack the palisade walled area, right? Something like that. Because it would basically give you a small-scale siege that would give you a lots of rewards. Like, because this is now going to be an operation that will take, you know, an in-game week or something. So make it a big reward. Make it like 10,000 gold or something. And maybe the ability to get some special gear and stuff like that. You know, give a good reason for doing it and reward it heavily. Now it's a bit more interesting, and then you're going to have to make the bandit holdouts a lot rarer, because otherwise it'll just be a gold farming thing. But I think that is a much, much better alternative to what we have right now, which is just a boring, smaller battle, which nobody really likes. Right, I need to start smelting down some stuff, too, because it's a good way to earn smelting. Oh, no, smelting. To earn smithing experience. And I do love my smithing. I do love my crafting. There. Not the most profitable naval battle I've engaged in ever, but good enough. Now, let's try one more little raid, and then we might need to go recruiting some more dudes, as my numbers are slowly but surely beginning to dwindle. Primarchs. Art, have you seen the 2000 movie called The Crossing? It's about battles of Trenton and Princeton against the Hessians. It is remarkably good. I don't think I have The Crossing. I make a note of that. Let me make a note of that. All right, I'll check it out. Because I would love more historical entertainment. I really would. Oh, that's a big army. Well, hopefully they won't bother. They won't bother little old me just raiding one of their villages. Surely not. Surely not. Surely they won't mind just a little bit of raiding, right? Just a little itsy bitty bitty, little itty bitty bit of raiding. Nobody ever got upset about a little itty bitty bit of raiding. No, not at all. Raid the village. I miss the times of Rome. Oh, that was such a good show. Oh, fuck, I miss Rome so much. I miss Rome. I miss Rome so much. Rome was really good. I loved Rome. Such a good show. And surprisingly historically correct as well. See, there is way too much of the idea of historical authenticity in this day and age. I don't like historical authenticity, as it's always used as a fucking cope word, universally, to be like, oh, we want the Remans, but you know, we want the Marius Reform Remans. We don't want the Republic Remans, we want the Marius Remans. And we also want the Colosseum and everything, etc. The recent Gladiator 2. Oh, God, that was a terrible movie. Excellent example of the historical authenticity idea of thinking. Where you have Denzel Washington clearly bored out of his fucking mind, playing, was it Sulla or something? No, not Sulla. And he's sitting... Ow, why must you hurt me so? Jesus. And he's sitting, getting news about the arena, and he's reading a newspaper. A fucking newspaper. A paper fucking newspaper. And that upset me, unreasonably so. Like, that genuinely fucking enraged me. As it's one of those moments where you just know that the person that wrote this didn't spend even 15 minutes for basic research on how the Romans disseminated news or anything. He was just like, well, okay, Denzel, you've learned about this thing, and you're reading the newspaper at a cafeteria. Oh. Fucking pissed me off. And, oh God, the movie Napoleon. Uh-oh. Are you gonna come bother me? Come on, there's 500 of you. You've got better things to do than worry about me. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Go over there. Oh shit, I think that person might have. Can I take on 102 guys? Maybe? But I don't think I've got the gear to take on 102 guys. Like, if I had my full loadout with my overpowered as shit two-handed weapon and a lance, etc., I'd do it. But I don't think... 20 cavalry, 17 infantry, 9 horse archers. That's a bit too much of a risk. Far better to remain a cowardly son of a bitch. Although, if you want to come out into the water, I will fight you in the water. No? Oh, yeah. Cowards! Or, hello? Hi? Hello? I'm right here. Come. Get me. Come and get me, you lazy coward. Okay. I'm not convinced that I can win this battle, but oh, well, she's convinced I can win this battle. Never mind. Well, I guess I'll just get back to raiding your village again then. Yay! God damn it. Now, this is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. Bastards. Oh, it's because you've got an ally. That's why you're in the water now. Although... Could I maybe separate these guys? No, don't go on land. Okay, okay. I'm gonna do this as an experiment because I'm not sure I can beat them, but I think I can beat them. Hello, lady. Can you tell me about the Battle of Penderic? Is there anything else? Yes. Oh, we're at war. Hi there. Could you tell me about this ancient battle? Sure. What do you want to know? Oh, you know, so basic backstory. Finish talking. Okay, now, it's time for warfare. Ooh. I've definitely got the wind to ram on this one. Okay, I want to try another ram. See, I feel bad every time I even try to go for a ram, because I'm like, that's so much money that I'm about to destroy. That is so much cash I'm about to try and destroy. But ramming is so much fun.
Hear me!
Okay, you guys will probably engage that one. Damn it. Damn it, did I let them go a little bit too far? Maybe. Okay, furl the square sails. Oh, I'm speeding down because of the... Ah, damn it, overshot. Missed. Well, in that case... Flap. Flap. No. Flap. Flap. Okay, I'm enjoying this. This is funny too. I enjoy this as well. Right, the problem now is I don't want to kill all of my own men whilst doing this. There we go. All right. I think we've won. You wish to board us, do you? Brave? Stupid. But brave. Oh, sorry. I imagine that happened quite a lot in actual battles. You know, somebody takes an arrow to the... Oh god, that was a complete fucking roll. Holy shit.
Stop. I yield.
Fucking Jesus. I was expecting that to be a pretty hard fight, but no, that was a complete roll. Enigma, I keep imagining the guy from Age of Empire 2 Saladin campaign crying about pirates attacking his trade routes. Ever played Ancestors Legacy? I don't think I have. Martinez, did you do the iron, coal, wood trading cheese? How to rush level up trading for the skill that give you up to 1k a day? I haven't. No, I didn't even know that was a thing. This was Dispatch heading the only Season 1 Goat's Way. Yes. Yes, it is. It really is. Off with your head. Never kill people, by the way. Ever. Right. Well, you're female. I always treat women better than men. You know this. Plus, I can maybe recruit them in the future. That is a fantastic amount of prisoners. Yes, all of them, please. Well, that was fucking profitable. That was very fucking profitable. That castle. Oh, oh no, he went on land. I wish when they... So, okay, one thing that would be really fun is if you could steal other people's boats when they had abandoned them to go to land. That would be the funniest thing ever. Now, obviously, No, they can't catch them. Shit. Otherwise, I would have joined in killing the Arabs with the army there. That would have been the funniest shit ever. You just come across a random lord's fleet, he's just offshore, just come over, kill his guards, and steal all of his boats. Then you leave. Blowing raspberries at the shore where he stands, coping and seething aggressively. But yes, so the problem with Dispatch is that it was rebooted like multiple times, right? It had many reboots, beginning life as a live action story, by the way, which part of me almost wants to see that. Part of me almost wants to see that. I've got to admit, because you know what? That could actually work. It really could. I mean, it probably wouldn't work as well because you'd need very good casting, etc., to get across the same kind of effect. But it could work. It actually genuinely could work. Right, let's start smelting shit. Oh. But first I must refine stuff. Smelt. And I'm tired, boss. And then it was rebooted like 3 times until it finally arrived at the version that actually released. So the game went through development hell. And they had to go to multiple different publishers and get loads of financing for the game. Because, well, they'd started their company like 2018. So they'd be needing loads of help, loads of revisions, loads of different... tons of cooks infesting the kitchen, right? And yet still, they, by seemingly sheer fucking accident, managed to create something absolutely amazing. Which, of course, makes us all then think, what are the odds they're going to be able to replicate that? It feels to me like it's going to be very much so the case of kind of trying to make lightning strike twice in the same location thing again. And that never fucking works. Never fucking works. Never fucking works. Ever. There have been so many cases of people trying to do that exact thing of making lightning strike twice, and it never happens. The MMO genre in its entirety is rife with this endlessly, where everybody sees one company's success and thinks to themselves, oh my god, that's amazing, I want that success too. And then, of course, they sit down and they do their analysis. They go through, okay, why was this game successful? Can we replicate it? And the answer is always like, oh yeah, totally, we can absolutely replicate this. And they make it, and it flops. Every time. Every fucking single solitary time. Best case scenario, the independent entity will gain some traction by itself, you know? But never enough. Never enough. And it never matches up to the original. And now, in the case of Dispatch, they do have one advantage that those examples don't. Because one of the greatest reasons why none of these alternatives ever really grow into a proper competitor is because their competitor already exists, right? It is very rare if you've... Oh, lordly splint boot. Thank you. It is very rare if you've got a thing that you already really enjoy, that you are going to go, oh, well, I don't want to play that thing that I really enjoy anymore. Instead, I want to play this other thing who is kind of like this thing that I really enjoy. Do I want the reinforced oval? I think I do, because there's more coverage. And we'll give the lordly leather round shield to Njaldr. He's deserved it. Bedouin camel, sadly. You know what? I'll keep that. Decrease range, accuracy penalty by 4%. Oh, that's kind of neat. Yeah, give that to her. I feel like there we go. Southern... Steve's mail armor. 31 body armor. That's not bad. In fact, is it... No, 33 is slightly better. Right. Njaldr. Here. Armor. Yes, I know it's desert armor, but you're just going to have to live with it. Oh, a war mount. Yeah, keep that. And better boots for you, my bear of a sister-in-law. That was very profitable. That was very, very, very profitable. And Dispatch, of course, you don't have that same problem because you made Dispatch. And so you don't need to worry about replacing something because you are the thing you are replacing. So there is still hope. I would like to hold on to hope, but I genuinely probably do think that Dispatch 2 is going to be in a tremendous amount of danger, and I think it probably isn't going to work out very well. I want more factions, by the way. I want a larger map. I want more stuff over here. There's so many large parts of the area where there's nothing on. I feel like there could be things out there. Magical, mystical, mysterious things. Right. Well, I've earned enough money to sustain myself for the immediate time being. Herding. Oh, prisoners. Right. Seven Sisterhood followers. Yes. Yes, I will splurge on that. Thank you. They're excellent crossbow infantry. Okay, herding. Right. I'll get rid of some of the sumpter horses. Tipping the scales. No, I'd like to I want to keep my honorable reputation. Thank you very much. I am an honorable man, although I do want to get rid of merciful, if at all possible. Merciful is not me. We shall see. Grand Thief Boat. Maybe Thunder, Blitwise? Well, Telltale is whenever my cup of tea, so no skin in my back, but yeah, seeing people like that game wish they got more going after the south. Well, that's the thing too, right? I definitely don't think that the reason why Dispatch did well was because it was a Telltale game. I definitely don't think so. I think the reason... Fuck you! Mine! I think the reason it did well was because it was good. Simple as. I think if you'd done the story of Dispatch... but as an RPG, I think it would still have done well. I think if you did the story of Dispatch, but as a management strategy game, it would have done well. I don't think that the Telltale formula was the reason why it was successful, to put it like that. Also, what do these guys? Hansgard. Oh, wow, they have no naval troops at all, huh? Well, I mean, that makes a certain amount of sense, I guess. And I just hope that they'll remember that. Corsairs, really? Here, in this pond? You do have access to the sea, just barely. Just barely. And I really hope that the gaming industry at large doesn't randomly start thinking that they've got to make Telltale games now, because that's not really the point here either. Oh, they don't have any unique things. I was kind of excited to see what the Kuzite ships looked like, but they've just got basic ships. Right, now we shall wait until our navy arrives. There you go. Your navy sails about 5 billion% faster without you. Which is mildly amusing. Pretty much straight up teleports, but I get why it would be really annoying to have to wait for it all the time, wouldn't it? Oh, Corsairs. Maybe just a little snack. Yes, a little snack whilst I'm heading north for more recruits. Yes, yes. Why shouldn't I? Oh, it's dark.
Ahoy! What do you...
I've come to liberate you from yourself. Right, no more ramming this time. I've wasted enough time and money on it. The real thing, and the thing that seemingly confuses the Dispatch devs the most, right, is why people connected so much with their characters. And it's so simple. That dangly bit of rope is very annoying. It's so simple. You just made a cast of good characters. You subverted expectations, quite literally, because everyone expected them to just be enormous douchebags. Vast, fuck-waffling dickholes. And they weren't. And that, if anything, actually bought the characters a tremendous amount of sympathy. Because now we're all looking at them and going, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you would be one of those superheroes. You know, the ginormous douchebag ones. But you're actually a human being. I apologize. Man, it's just been so long since I've encountered a character who wasn't ontologically fucking evil, so, you know, I made all kinds of assumptions. Yep. Right. Make sure we're boarding that one. Oh no, they take away my ability to fire the giant cannon if I'm boarding them. How upsetting. I want to try doing like a proper fire ship at some point. Yeah, a ship just like filled with archers and fiery braziers. Just designed to destroy enemy ships. Because I imagine if you're actually like warfaring with the enemy, it would actually probably be better and safer to just sink them straight up. But for now, of course, I want their money. That means oh, now they got one of them? Yeah. Never underestimate the game industry's ability to learn the wrong lesson. Oh god, I know. And Death, I hope you have a good day, Art. Friendship with benefits fun. Over on Kick for 1,000 warp tokens. Thank you very much, sir. I shall add that to the Friendship with Benefits Fund. There we go. And also, of course, there we go. I keep going. We do have the characters for Overlord currently going on as well. With Rosa is winning massively. So I feel like chat has already made up chat's mind, but I wouldn't be a good DSP if I didn't shill a little bit. God, the DSP Asmongold collaboration. That is one of the weirdest things I think I've ever seen. A genuinely, like, I don't know. Like, fourth wall breaking experience in a certain sense. Where here you have a person who is infamous on the internet. I hate how this thing always jumps to the fucking top, by the way, because I don't want to destroy my broadleaf-shaped spear, because it's my only fucking cavalry weapon. Although, to be fair, at this point, I can probably just make myself a better cavalry weapon, so fuck it, I suppose. But yes, you have a person who is basically infamous, who is talking to the biggest streamer in the world at the moment, and actually gaining like an enormous amount of traction from it too. I do wonder if he'll be able to keep on with it, because if he does, then we will all have to bow down to the might of Dark Scion Phil. As the man has pulled off a coup, to put it mildly. We must all understand and praise our overlords in this matter. Two-handed swords. I want to get rid of some steel. But do I have any weapons that actually uses steel? That's a good question. No, I have yet to invent a weapon that uses steel for anything. I have a weapon that uses iron for something. Oh, so then nothing. I'm half tempted to sell some of the steel, but I also really don't, because steel is one of those things you can't get that easily. A decent bit of profit. Fairly pleased with that. Oh, can I finally actually ride one of my horses now? Well, my camel, more correctly, but hell, even the camel is significantly better than the... Wow. Oh, God. You wouldn't happen to have a camel harness here, would you? Would you? You wouldn't, would you? Armor. Oh, maybe. Cavalry. Fur. Half-barding. And it so happens that I'm at war with the only people who's likely to actually make, saddling for camels. Whoopsie. Oh, well, such is life. Sometimes you messed up. This is one of those occasions. But I'm sure I'll have peace with them eventually. Maybe. Go to port and citizen. We shall continue our journey to the distant north, where my allies, the north, are continuing to get their little pussies pounded. Which is a tragedy, but it is one I cannot avoid. Hopefully, even when they're under new leadership, I can still recruit them. Otherwise, I'm going to have to start my own Norse faction, and I hope I can get some villagers with Huskarls in them. We can but hope. Can but hope. Also, I should be checking for tournaments whenever I'm in cities, because tournaments are a great way to get reputation early on. And they're a good way to get some fairly decent-esque equipment, too. A lot of the equipment is kind of ass, but some of it is actually really good. Especially the horses. The horses can actually be excellent. I think there's a sword you can get that is one of the best in the game. At least, the ones you can get standard instead of making yourself. How the fuck I pass under these bridges, I do not know. But, to continue the topic of Darkside Phil, a topic that it most certainly is, there was a lot of... Oh, no, don't. Okay, well, I mean, I feel like I would have just gone quicker on the fucking boat there, but... One part of it that stood out to me. Nord younglings, not huntsmen. Yes. Give me some of those. Was the part where Asmongold was like, you e-beg a lot. And he does e-beg. Quite a bit, quite frequently. And I kind of sympathize with the response, though, which is basically just like, I need the money. And yeah, I guess that is an argument, and one that it is somewhat... Ooh, Sorgan the Swift, hello. Are you useful? Are you useful to me? I wish you could preview their stats and stuff. Merciful? Ugh. Nope, you are not useful to me at all. Reload! Because what do all of us do but e-beg? Difference is, I guess, in how constant and how verbal it is, but end of the day. As Craig interviewed DSP passed, and the first DSP tried to act nice, then turned around and started insulting and belittling Craig from what I recall. I do wonder if that will happen again, by the way. No country for the afflicted. Lepers? Disgusting. Now, where did I find those? Was it here? Well, let's check the nearby villages just in case. But I'd be surprised if he was silly enough to start pissing on Asmongold, seeing as he, again, he probably is the largest meal ticket the DSP has encountered in quite some time. And for good reasons, too. I keep telling you guys, There is absolutely a certain degree of inevitability in DSP being the largest YouTuber on the platform. Okay? It's gonna happen. I have foreseen it. I have foretold it. And thus it shall be. Where did you put my house, Carls? There we go. That's some house calls. Need more house calls. And I'll take the huntsman for shits and giggles. Right. I'll keep looking. Oh, I should probably do my fucking thingy-bobs. Polar! Brace, pause, dismounting, transfers against cavalry. I can dismount, ignore, so not dismount, cavalry, 10 damage by free information against cavalry. Settlement. Yeah, keep it bay. Clean thrust, turn down the polar, thermos, French space, bit of columns. Damage, definitely damage. Penalty while rotating, for fire, low speed of bows, yes. Rapid fire, 25 reload speed? Yeah, 25 reload speed. Riding. Put on a hit point to your mount, mountain tying, become a name with fall. Battle. Oh, Governor Salmon. 05 daily loyalty to Governor Salmon is kind of nice, but I'm not going to be governing any settlements, so no. Forgivable grievance, avoiding critical failure on persuasion, following on settlement. That's kind of nice. Double persuasion, sacrifice, the governed settlement. That's when you are in a settlement. That one. Leadership, 50 renown, 2 experienced troops on recruitment, low on October. Retreat due to low morale. Famous commander, obviously. Engineering! Torsion, definitely. Boatswain, which has leveled up like 3 points. Chip. Oh, the Rush Bishops, Paradigm 7. 30% to ship repair cost is huge, so that one. Definitely. Master Angler, 25 chance per hour of campaign time to catch a fish while sailing on campaign map. Oh, that one, definitely. 30 swimming endurance and 2% speed? That one, unquestionably. No fucking doubt at all. None. Absolutely zero. Don't know what to put my points into just yet. Probably one more in bow, because I am using the bow, and I'm planning to level that up. Tempted to put one in one hand, but we'll worry about that later. Now, Shroud, apparently Vampire the Masquerade Blood 2 made a published profit of 4 million. They will deliver the 2 DLC, 37 million write-offs, nothing to do with the recorded profit. Oh, the write-off. Okay, so I haven't looked into this particularly deeply, mind you. On younglings, I'll take the huntsman. But Paradox published a write-off, which means that they've had expenses that they haven't been able to cover. Like, they've had losses, basically. And people assume that was Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Now, the published profit of 4 million that they claim, I don't know about that. That sounds unlikely to me. Because that means they would have earned 4 million. And I don't feel like the game would have had enough sales to even, like, I'd be very surprised. Like, that something don't make sense to me there. So if anything, what I would buy is revenue of 4 million, like 4 million sales. That I would buy. Absolutely. I'd buy that. But profits? I don't know. I mean, crazier things have happened. I suppose shitter things have been rewarded with greater things. Oh god, the Norse are just getting absolutely fuck pounded. Ugh. Tragic. Fucking tragic. I kind of want a Drakar, honestly, because they're fucking huge, but I don't even have the crew to sail one of those, so yeah. What's the cargo capacity of 900 compared to a... do we have a longship? Simple longship. No, we've got a Knarr. So the Knarr has a cargo capacity of 3,000, travel speed of 2.86. That is a great cargo capacity, though. What's the 1,400 travel speed of 3? I'm probably actually eventually going to just have to pick up some cargo ships just to deal with the weight problems. But oh well. And they will deliver the DLC. Well, they'd have to deliver the DLC regardless, I'm pretty sure, because of the didn't they sell those with a pack or something? Oh. Come closer, you Mr. Storm. Don't you dare. I think I can skirt the outsides of it. Ow. Every monk may... expensive. But yes, because they sold it a season pass, I think, so they have to deliver those regardless. I don't think that is an indicator of sales or anything. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Also, I see you, chat, about forcing... Ooh, hello. Oh, yeah. Warrior, Huntsman... I see you, chat. I don't know if I want to play the DLC. I don't even know what the DLC is. I have not looked into it because it is not worthy of being looked into. That's all. It is disgusting. Utterly and completely disgusting. Well, I might as well pick up the archers. No reason not to. And I tried 121,500 copies sold, no given data on returns. Okay, in that case, I definitely think that's probably the 4 million is closer to revenue than the proper sales then. Or, well, the profits. Especially considering, again... Okay, let me do some quick on that. All right, so let's assume I'll buy it at full price, right? So we're looking at 7.5 million, right? 7.5 million. So you're expecting me to believe that it costs you less than 4 million, like 3 million, to set sail? Or fleet? But the fleet is right over there. Yeah. That it costs you less than 3 million to develop this game over 2 studios over the course of, like, what, 5 years? I mean, unless there's some serious slave labor going on in Sweden that I'm unaware of, I'm not entirely convinced about that. And then, of course, you've also got the returns, which I am willing to bet were probably pretty severe. What, I'm going to have to cross the open sea. I don't want to cross the open sea. It makes my boat hurt. Although, they did do a fairly good job of kind of sinking the sausage with it, right? Because ooh, hi there. They did do a fairly good job of sinking the sausage, where the initial 2 hours of the game, you can't really tell anything about the game, because you haven't even gotten access to the open world yet. And so I do imagine a lot of people were probably basically suckered into playing past the refund window. Hello, your goods. It's been months since I was able to find some friends on the high seas.
Warriors!
It's been so long. So terribly long. Slave is a demeaning term. They prefer the term thrall, that's true. If you want some deep lore and fill, try getting It's a Gundam on stream. I probably should, yes. We had his co-host on, Anus? Maybe I'll ask her. So maybe. Maybe. But I very much so doubt the 4 million profits. Now, if you were to say 4 million profits on the second studio, then okay, absolutely, I'll buy that. Like, they earned $4 million because they only spent $3 million developing it with the Chinese room, okay. So I'm definitely imagining there's some tricksy-dixy nonsense going on with those numbers. Definitely some tricksy-dixy Swedish nonsense. I am very fond of my ballista. It is a tremendously amusing weapon. That Arch gained the level. That. Alright, enough fun having. I need to board something. I can't have my poor little long ship. Uh-oh. Oh, goddammit. Eh. I can't have my little long ship do all the work. I really hope, by the way, that they introduce a way to control your own ship via commands. Because currently, only... Right. I do have a giant ram mounted on my ship, and I just hit my own boat with it. See? That's unfortunate. Because currently, you can only, like, manually sail your boat. Also, put down the sails, you fucking tards. Which makes it a little bit annoying when you've got to do, like, minor adjustments and maneuvers like this. So I wish there was an ability to order your boat about. That'd be very nice. Especially when it's just simple things like, go slightly over there and board that ship.
Hear me!
That'd be nice. The amalgamation. Engage. It is pretty. Yes, very pretty. Ah, this reminds me of Master and Commander to a... Master and Commander. If you haven't already seen Master and Commander, by the way, do. Because it's amazing. But do be aware as well that Master and Commander is a thing that's going to make you feel bad afterwards. Because you will realize that there is like a dozen Master and Commander books. There's ass loads of books. There's so much more they could have done with Master and Commander that they never did and never will, ever. Because it was too good. It was too much fun. And Hollywood doesn't want you to have fun. Hollywood wants you to suffer. They want you to be in pain. They want you to be in anguish. They use the power of your sadness to power their infernal machinery. It's the only explanation that makes any sense. It's the same reason for Epstein's Island, in my opinion. Listen, Epstein's Island was a governmental special operation to seal up a demon gate leading to hell, okay? And the only way they could continue to seal the demon gate was to appease the gatekeeper. And by doing that, to do that, you basically have to just sacrifice children. It's just how it works, you know? The tears of children, full-on old-school Carthage-style shit. It is the only explanation... Uh-oh, that storm's gonna suck. It is the only explanation that I am willing to accept for why the entire political establishment seems dead set on defending a genuine apparent ring of professional pedophiles. Any politician should surely just see a political victory in releasing the Epstein list. So, there has to be a thing. There has to be something that we don't understand. There has to be. There has to be a thing where Trump was like, I'm going to release the Epstein list. You know, I don't like this. This is all really terrible. Elect me. I'll release it. And then, as he was like going into the office, like, listen, I want the Epstein list. I want to release it. I want to give it out there to the people as I promised. A dude from the FBI or something just pulls him aside and goes, Mr. President, I understand your intent for doing this. However, I need to show you something first. And he leads him down into the basement with the screaming demon portal. And I was like, this is why we need to torture kids. That's just how it is. As it is the only explanation. That's it. That's all. That is literally all I will accept. It's all I will accept. Because it is a better alternative than believing that the most powerful nation on Earth is ruled over by an enormous and insular cabal of pedophiles. I would rather believe in the Hell Portal. Ah, hardwood. Yes, give it to me. Give me all of your hardwood. Thank you. I appreciate it. Blasto, Lord Bartley. Well, I haven't always been right. Never tried to steer you wrong. See Vizzy being best girl for how right I am. Gundam would be hilarious and amazing to have an Archcast, Homestuck, Milking Farm, and Dawn of We 3 ones. Because suffering. Yes, Porkers, and hello. I am very fond of hardwood. Hardwood is the best thing ever. Because it allows me to make that noise repeatedly. No, Arch, believing in hell portals makes it stronger. Maybe I want it to be stronger. Maybe that's a good thing. You know? Maybe that is a good thing. Listen, hear me out here, right? Okay. basically all of human power generation is based on boiling water, right? That's how we make power. That's how we make everything. We boil water. We boil loads of water. And what possible better way could there be of boiling water than hell? Huh? Infinite free heat? I think that's a plot from Doom. And it makes sense to me now. It makes sense. Yes, of course you can get... No, that's fantastic, actually. Of course you can get Harrow Bellows Breath. You don't sound like a surgeon to me, so I hate you. There's no tournament currently ongoing in this town. Don't have demand. Huh? I'm a river of wealth. Well, I am. But 500 gold? Jesus, you greedy little bitches. Greedy little whores. All we would need to do is find a way to siphon off a portion of hell's heat and use it to boil the water. Brilliant. I see... Oh, sea raiders. Nice. No, don't break off.
You ignorant slut.
You ignorant... What do you mean, ignorant slut? And Nully for 500 walk tokens, twice in fact. Arch, be honest, are you surprised the dispatch writers? They're surprised when people like hot women, when people really like the good guy hero? Really? I mean, I want to be surprised. I desire to be surprised by that. I don't want that to be normal. Oh, that's a lot of ships. Ooh, this could be very profitable indeed. Right, do I have enough dudes now for a second boat? I think I do. Yes, I believe I do now have the ability to utilize the footfish as well. Glorious.
Hear me!
Right, for now, follow me, I guess. And Revengeance Fund, Art, they are bad people. They are screaming at you that they are bad people. Believe them. Look at how they talk, what they believe. They might be. And that's right, put all my supers to dark head, waifu. Samurais! Cow! Oh, they're directly behind me. You know what, that's probably not a terrible idea, because I imagine these will want to board me. Yes. Don't ram my ass, little boats. Careful now. Somebody hasn't been putting the shields the right way around. It's rather upsetting. I wish this was the only camera you were allowed to use in the game, because it's so good. It's so beautiful, and I love that camera. The problem is that it's an objectively inferior camera control to the camera that shows you everything. Pretty. Right, it's quite wavy today. That. Right, go for the boarding hooks. This is going to be quite the confused little melee, I imagine. My sister ship. It's been so long since I have fought fellow Nords. Uh-oh. Don't come over here. The Arab Basher 3000 is not meant for close quarters combat. Never was. Charge them, my boys. Charge them. Put down your shield. Embrace the Arab Basher 3000. The might of the Arab Basher was never intended to be used against fellow Norsemen. But sometimes extreme situations require extreme solutions. I do like these naval battles. I've seen a lot of people claim that this campaign, this DLC wasn't worth the price, and I can see the argument, but I actually really like this DLC. I mean, yes, it absolutely rapes the fucking economy like mad. Sorry. It rapes the fucking economy. It's probably not very balanced, if I'm to be honest. Sure. But I really enjoy these naval battles. Ooh, thank you. I really enjoy these naval battles. I really, really do. Whoop, whoop. 12 casualties, one of my more expensive victories recently, but... Oh, come on, let me capture a bunch of those ships. Oh! Really? 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 Well, now I'm upset. Really? 2 boats? Well, 2 boats is 2 boats. And loads of XP for my new guys. Some prisoners. And load some more resources to smelt down. Dragon Metal 500. Witcher DLC, art is so generous. Tell Porkers for her warm fancy RP and content is the best and do Kick. That's true. Yes, Porkers should do Kick. Kick is a great platform. So the secret project. Oh, where's that noise? I don't know what that noise was, but it was a noise. The secret project, or the second secret project. Second secret? I have many secret projects now, apparently. The second secret. I need to stop saying that word because I've already said that word. I'm confused now. My brain is trying to do multiple things at once. Let's just concentrate on adding the money to the correct funds instead. Yes. That sounds way smarter. And Revengeance Fund. Revengeance 2 is getting very, very close now. There we go. Revengeance is $95 away. That's all. That is all for Revengeance. Enter Smithy. Smelt. Smelt it all. All that delicious, delicious material. The second secret project, which we are hoping to launch in January, will probably be a Kick exclusive, I'm actually thinking. Or at the very least, parts of it will be a Kick exclusive. Simply because if you do Kick exclusively and you don't stream to any other platforms, the passive revenue increases dramatically. And I kind of want to see if there's a point in that. I hope so, because I would love to basically just have an actual proper YouTube competitor I would love that. And it's never going to be Rumble. I have more children? God. Well, vigor and social. Always vigor and social. Right, may I help you with a nice little axe? Here you go. It's a bamboo axe. I don't even know where I got the bamboo from. Although I would love a Chinese faction. A Chinese faction would actually be really cool. Especially now that we've got ship combat. You could do a lot of really interesting things with the Chinese faction. Pike. We should continue with the polearms. You could do a lot of really cool with the Chinese faction with Navy. Lots of cool things you could do with the Chinese faction and Navy. There. And oh wait, no mail chasseurs. Anything? Did I pick up anything particularly neat? Splinter step warbow? No. Worse than what I have. 14,000 in trade. Not bad. Not bad at all. My submarine is going south yet again. Though I do have an army now, I'm kind of starting to think about where to establish a kingdom. So General Vengeance is... Ooh, hello. Let's see, my speed is 4.1. I don't know how fast he is, but I might be quicker than him. Revention is pretty good, though it's really easy, even on hard. Super hard difficulty is insane, though. Revention Point, Phoenix Point, Under Rail, and... Wow. Is it? Well, you're just gonna have to pay me more to play it on super hard, then. Simple. Simple. Very simple. Easy, even. I did have a brief look at it, too. And I know nothing about it other than that I think Total Biscuit reviewed it once, and that's my entire knowledge of it. But apparently it's got a really cool, like, melee mechanic, which does sound like a lot of fun. Not enough games do cool melee mechanics. In fact, basically nobody does cool melee mechanics at all. Oh, fuck. Okay, it's still forming. I can probably get in there and get him and then get out. I forgot about selling those other ships, didn't I? Yes, I should have maybe done that. Oh well. And Nolly, Revengeance! May, art, dispatches rights are little confused by immoral goods, Roma, terrorism, redemption. What more proof do you need to see? I mean, when you put it like that, yes, that is a fairly persuasive argument, honestly. Riff TV, great guy, yes. Yes. Total Biscuit was the best of us. He really, actually, unironically was. But it is ever thus that the best go first. Huh? Oh, hello, enemy ships. You very nearly managed to fucking just sneak past me there. This being the problem with waging war in a giant fuck-off storm, I guess.
Warriors! Soldiers!
Now we just need to turn this fat fuck around. Go on, fatty. Turn. At least I've got loads of fucking... Ooh. Damn it. Loads of fucking archers now. Okay, I need to turn more... Oh, like... There we go. Turning, turning, turning. Hooray. And forward. Stop hitting the boat. There's nothing valuable about hitting the boat. Only hit the crew, please. I do love when they line up like that. Okay, that's probably about as risky as I want a shot to be without sending a giant piece of timber hurling through half my own army. Go, my Vikings! Teach them about our culture! No! My stick is not long enough! I need a longer stick. 10 casualties, damn, that's way more expensive. Well, to be fair, the reason why I'm probably taking so many... Did I just leave a bunch of stuff? I think I did. The reason why I'm taking so many casualties now is because I've got loads of newbies on board that have yet to be turned into hardened members of society. More elites. And Nolly also sent a cent, full send, which is 100 warp tokens. Thank you very much. Not the size of the stick, it's the motion of the ocean? No, sir. That's where you're wrong. It's self-evidently the size of the stick. As made plain by my inability to reach him with a stick of this size. I require a larger stick. Right. Maybe I should actually sell that stuff this time. Port. Oh, steel of the whale rod. For a moment there, I thought it said seed of the whale rod, and I was tempted to keep that boat just for the name alone. Profits. Beautiful, beautiful profits. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, indeed. Beautiful, beautiful profits. 200 steel, 1 unit fine steel, 1 unit produced by of crude irons byproduct. So steel make it 2 or Curious Smith. Now, Curious Smith is nice because learning more design parts is kind of amazing. But fine steel's also really great. But then again, I am getting plenty of fine steel as it is. Accurate Mariner, a rallying cry, 10% morale boost for crew on ship. 10% melee damage by taking my crew while on ship. That's a big deal. Melee damage taking my crew while on enemy ships. Terraphy. Yeah, because if I can break their morale, I can kill them. I can just beat them outright easier, yes. So decreasing their morale is way more important than increasing my own morale. Right, Shattering Blow. I'm presumably... Is anything surrendering pirates can be recruited? I don't know if I want to. Your team gain extra from our troops on character command. That's pretty good. Home turf advantage. Crew of spears. Impaled shields with throw deals damage if they break a shield. Weirdly, Mariner doesn't actually have an ultimate ability. Engineer? Trade? I'll save that point for now. My crew has suffered some casualties whilst journeying down here back to the south again. It is true, it is true. And the fact that my recruiting grounds lies literally on the other end of the map is a pinch unfortunate, yes. And I'm probably going to have to spend a much longer period at some point just building a massive army. I wonder... Where do we want to try and start a kingdom, chat? I mean, part of me kind of wants to take the far north, because the Norse are going to get their shit kicked in regardless. And it does have some pretty little islands. It might be one of the easier areas. You know, begin all the way up here, taking a nice little castle, then slowly expanding south. I wouldn't mind necessarily fighting the Kuzites, but they're not my favorite enemy, to put it mildly. Or you could pick on the Batavians. The Batavians are always my favorite enemy to pick on, because they're probably the weakest one. Could pick on the Sturgians. Maybe. Or I could try to establish myself down here, but replenishing my troops would be a literal nightmare. And I don't want to pick on the red guys, because I don't like fighting their cavalry. Maybe I'll have to go up here and just try to get friends with the Kuzites. Because if I can secure the Kuzites as allies, I could very easily expand into Sturgia. Yes. Yes, that's not a terrible idea. I kind of wanted to take Valvik at first, but it's owned by the Reds now, and I don't like fucking with the Reds. I don't like fucking with the Reds. The Reds are annoying to me. They possess technology. They possess men on horses. How about the Asarai recruits? Right, what have they got? They've got Mameluke Heavy Cavalry, which is... One-handed heavy cav. Ew, terrible. Mameluke Palace Guards. Two-handed maces are not a terrible idea, honestly, but no axes is not great. Or no shields is not great. Veteran infantry. Javelins, not bad. Nomad bow. Nothing particularly appealing. Ah, that's right. I need to start hitting on people. Well, what about you? Would you like to marry? What's your leadership stats? 123. Not bad.
Peace to you, stranger. What is your name?
I don't know about the shawl, though. Rise considerably. Oh, come on. I'm doing pretty well. There's no tournament currently ongoing in this town. God damn it. What do you mean, rise considerably? Do you have any idea how massive my bank account is at this moment? Jesus. 26? Too old? I mean... I do agree. That is a bit too old for a medieval wedding. That is one of the funniest parts of Crusader Kings. When you just have the long list of eligible women around brought up, and you're just looking like, yeah, 14? Yeah, too old. Younger. I do love that part. As the worst part, that is literally how you gotta play the game too, because they've... what was the stats? Like, they're the best for breeding at like 16 to 20, I think, in that game, plus negotiation period, plus travel, etc. Oh, and then of course the breeding of the perfect child prodigy. When you're looking around for your little Charlie. Yes, Timothy is only 9 years old, but he already has genius, strong, and he's a giant. Don't even ask me how I figured out all of that at 9 years, but he's all of those things. Even if I have to go to fucking Asia for a child, I will get one that fits his particular skills and abilities.
Archers, listen up!
Oh. And then they're going to be a different religion than you, and all of your nobles are going to be like, that one? Really? Hey, Jesus. Like, she speaks Chinese. You can't just import a woman from China to marry your son. Like, have you seen her stat line? Oh, Crusader Kings. Crusader Kings is fun. Martinez, Azrai Forkman are great if you want to maximize capture it to prisoners. Blunt mason shields, also for bandit hideout assaults. That is true, but... do I want to maximize prisoners? Oh, Jesus. I swear, the Browns get more hostile every time I visit. You're just riding down the street, minding your own business, raiding the locals, and suddenly you're in the middle of a London 2025 simulator with a dozen sharp objects flying at your face at lightning speed. I am glad I'm finally learning how to ride a horse. For the longest time, because I was only on boats, my horse riding skill was, well, bad. Very bad. I feel like these two guys are using me as a shield against my own archers. Right, that's a couple arrows in me, but...
Cavalry! Engage! Hear me! Charge!
nothing particularly unusual about that. I think I'm playing out. I think I'm playing on the second highest difficulty when it comes to enemy AI, which does make them very, very good at shooting. Like, really, really good at shooting. Like, a shield is sort of kind of a little bit mandatory. But I really want to have my long beaty stick. Ow. I remember the first time I was playing this game, and I played it on the highest difficulty because I was like, okay, yeah, I want a challenge. And I remember riding through the forest. Like, a massive, heavy forest. And suddenly, just seeing a javelin arc out of the fucking trees and hit me dead in the face. That was the moment that I was like, no, we're turning the combat AI down.
We've been blessed!
Money, money, money. Now, I actually kind of hope that they send an... Oop. There we go. 120 guys. Yeah, yeah. Now, if you would be so kind as to fight this battle on my terms in the water, please. Are you... Really? Really? Oh, the moment he got into the water, he's like, fuck, 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 fuck. Too late, brother. Too late! You're in the water now! Oh, by the way, can you tell me about the Battle of Pendrick? No? Okay. I loved the moment of panic there. Oh, God, I can't... Oh, right, I have to send my boats. Oh, 16 casualties. I'll take
Enough. I am your prisoner. I can pay a ransom. I'm worth more to you alive than dead.
it. You are. You're a prisoner now. You're not a woman, so I can't let you go, but I'm sure you understand. Ooh, and boats. Very generous of you, sir. Very generous. Thank you. Casualties have mounted a pinch faster than I was hoping, but I might need to speed up the next recruiting process. Oh, I could have killed those two. Money, money, money. I have so much money now, I'm considering buying a second big boat. Where did they sell the big boats? Was it in Zenokia or Ortisia, maybe? Was it Zenokia? Maybe it is time to buy the large boat. Yes. Maybe it is time for the big boat. The big boat. $11,000 in ransom. Oh, brilliant. Let's get some more sword sisters as well while we're here. $10,000 for a single boat. Oh, beautiful. Let's see. What have you got for me? The Righteous Sovereign. Okay. Not bad, but... not quite what I was looking for. Cargo boat. Smile of Akihos. Okay, not terrible. Reinforced ram. Not terrible, but not great. Not terrible, but not great either. No. Want something bigger. Dekka danske. Det är billigare att bruka norska kronor än danska. It is probably cheaper, yes. Donor for 3. Enjoy art from your Danish supporter, Dekatron. Had 20 DK donated a few saves ago, also for Donor for 3. Because Safa. Thank you, sir. I will forgive the accident of your birth. So long as you continue paying the Dane Guild. Yes, it's the Dane Guild now. It means that you're owing me money for being Danish. It's the new definition. Yeah, I'm tired. Right, did I get any cool gear out of that? Got me all chasseurs. I did. I got loads of good gear out of that, actually. Come on, come all. It's time to upgrade your footwear. I am glad that the surgeon has stopped whining at me for killing innocent civilians. Ooh, nice. See, this is the benefit of going around killing actual lordly people. Lordy people. Because the lordy people have lordy people gear. Everybody loves lordy people gear. Oh god, you don't have a helmet. Put that on, please. Before an arrow makes you decidedly less valuable to me as a surgeon. Rest of you actually got good helmets. Decorated bronze scale pauldrons. Yes, thank you. Recurve bow, but it's the exact same that I have. Good. That's better than the stone short bow, right? Yes. Didn't give me any good armor, though. Silly noble. Skimping on the armor for his troops. Ooh, Band of the Shifting Sand. Increase troop boost by 25. That's pretty damn good. Yes. Take that and give it to Ulvindrinia. What do you got? Charge damage 10. Increase charge damage 10. Yeah, no, that's not that good. Do that. 25% movement speed for troops is pretty chill. I like it. And we'll sell the rest. Wait. Bedouin. Wait, no. Horse harness. Fuck! For a second there, I thought that was the goddamn thing I needed for that stupid camel. Wait, hold on. Sorrows of War. Impulsive? Boss fighted? Lost in your service tears at your heart. And you want nothing more but for these wars to end. Lying? God. And a press of 100 dinar? Oh yeah. Listen, crying widows is not my specialty. I'll just give her some money so that she can be happy. You killed my husband. Well, technically the brown people killed your husband. I was trying to keep your husband alive, but sometimes shit happens. Have some money and forget about it. And to be fair, 100 dinars is quite a lot of cash in this world. I'm sure she'll be happy. Or, better yet, there should be an option to hand her a sword and... Listen, the Browns killed your husband. And as it so happens, I frequently predate upon the Browns. Would you like to come along? That would have been even better. I like that. Karen Fergal. Hi, Arch. Hope you're doing well. Haven't played the game in a while. Are the systems mostly working now? Yes. Sort of. Kind of. Mostly. I mean... key systems for the expansion itself, such as Shipmaster, is utterly fucking broken, but most of the systems are actually functional. Granted, I haven't tried out the diplomacy system yet. Because that's a big change, since you didn't have any diplomacy before. So having actual diplomacy now is really, really good. I don't know if it actually does anything. It is Tail World, so I wouldn't be surprised if the diplomacy did nothing for the foreseeable future. But the fact that it is now in-game does mean that eventually it will work. Probably. Even the Browns don't have any saddles for a fucking camel. God. Damn it. How hard is it to find a riding saddle for a fucking camel? Very, apparently. Did everything melt down? Anything refine? No, I'm just gonna make some stuff. Two-handed polearms. Ah, I have banners now. There. And you may have these. Technically, you should just break down everything you make, because it's way better than selling it, because you'll get the materials back and you can do stuff with them. But I am a hobby smith. My true passion, were I not a soldier of fortune, would be to craft spears all the livelong day. 3.9. I am so fucking slow. I feel like I should not be on land, because if I am on land, I'm going to die. Desert, minus 0.35. Are you sure this constitutes a desert, though? Truly? Yes, I should not be raiding here. I should not be raiding here. I will be chased down and fucking murdered. I must return to the sea. It calls me. As do the giant fucking storms. 253,000. Nice. I am actually back to where I was before I bought the ginormous ship. I'm quite happy about that. Now I can buy an even bigger ginormous ship and increase my army yet further and then buy an even bigger ship. And so the game goes. And despite the seemingly simplistic loop, Bannerlord is still a lot of fun. Bannerlord is still a tremendous amount of fun. There's a game you can just sink uncountable hours into. Raiding, pillaging, being a general predator and an asshole, and yet still enjoying all of it. Fun little game. Deeper sacks, direct from and by tradition, 30 powers been from footman horse. Any damage from mounted troops on your formation. Ah. I mean, the speed bonus from footman on horse is like 0 point something, so... Carry capacity seems the most sensible. But, for now, I think I shall wrap it up there. I'm probably going to do a couple more streams of this just because I enjoy playing it. A video game I like playing. I like playing games occasionally. I still need to do Unlisted. Still need to do that community event in Unlisted. God damn it. I need to organize that at some point. Fuck. And tomorrow, of course, we'll have the Archcast again, where maybe we can show Lum Lum the new trailer. Lum Lum has been very appreciative of the new trailer so far for Milking Farm. And I'm sure Lum Lum is eagerly awaiting her copy of Breeding Clinic as well, so she can dive into the degeneracy like a sick, filthy female that she is. And can't forever. Bannerlord, the game that proves maybe not all kebabs are bad, just bad faces. Indeed. Good night, chat. And I hope to see you all again soon. And thank you for your generous donations, as always. Have a good night, chat.